عليه وسلم. Thank you very much to everybody. Please, I'll apologize because I'm going to speak in English, and then I'm sure there will be others that will speak in Mandinka, Wolof, Fula, Jola, or any other language. But I'll speak in English because we are dealing with students here. My opening remark is basically to introduce the members of the NPP National Executive Scholarship Board Committee and thank them for their work. And then the event will be moderated by Honorable Lamin Queen Jammeh, and is the spokesperson of the party. And then he will read the chronology of the events. However, we are extremely delighted to be here today, and this is the first of its kind in the history of this republic for a political party to award scholarships to deserving Gambian students and to deserving NPP people. You are the greatest beneficiaries of NPP. We will always, and at some point in life, will be ex-ministers. But you people will never lose that degree. You people will never lose that diploma. Once you have the degree or the diploma, first degree or second degree, it's going to benefit you for the rest of your lives. So, to be honest, we will come to our speech later, but we just want to make this point very, very clear and also congratulate you for you are among the best and the brightest, but also you are among the luckiest. The applicants were in nearly 1,000. So just to pick a 50, that shows that you are among the best and the brightest, but also the luckiest. And that said, I will introduce the members of the committee. The committee was chaired by Honorable Mas Aksi Gay. He is a senior member of the NPP, and he was the chair of the scholarship committee. Mr. Gay, please let them know you. Thank you. He was the chairperson. And my humble self, my name is Dr. Demba Sabali. I'm the current Minister of Agriculture and also the first Deputy National President of the NPP. Thank you. On the list, we have Honorable Lamin Queen Jammeh, is the spokesperson of the NPP and a senior member of the National Executive and a former minister for that matter. We have Honorable Suleiman Kamara. He is the head of media and communication and also a presidential advisor on cybersecurity and a top member of the NPP executive. Of course, you're all familiar with Honorable Sidi Cisse. Sidi Cisse is the administrative secretary of the party. He is the one who's been working on all your paperwork to get us to this event. So, Honorable Sidi Cisse, thank you. We have Honorable Maimuna Cisse. She's a top member of the National People's Party Executive Committee and also a National Assembly member. So, Honorable Maimuna is also a top ranking in the scholarship committee. Welcome. Honorable Ba is the National Assembly member for Basse constituency, also is the Deputy Administrative Secretary of the NPP. Honorable Ba, please. Yes. Then we have Honorable Fafa Cisse. Fafa Cisse is an executive member of the NPP and also a member of the scholarship board. Honorable Fafa Cisse, welcome to the meeting here. Then we have Honorable Sar. Sar is the NPP chairman for the entire North Bank and also a member of the National Executive Committee of the NPP and a member of the Scholarship Committee. Mr. Sar, welcome. Chairman Ahmad Sar. I don't know if I left anybody out in the list of executives. I think that exhausted the list of the executive members that are present. But of course, in the list of members of the Scholarship Committee, Honorable Keba Madi Bojang is a member of the Scholarship Committee. Of course, he is not here. Honorable Lamin Jata and Honorable Amadou Sane are members of the Scholarship Committee. Of course, they are not present here. Honorable Bile Tunkara is a member of the National Assembly and an executive member and a member of the Scholarship Committee. He is, of course, out of town, I guess. Ajaratu Maimuna Balde is a member of the Scholarship Committee. She's not present here today with us, but she's also a senior member of the party and an executive member of the scholarship committee. Honorable Sekou Mbalo is an executive member, presidential advisor on political affairs, and he is not here with us. He's here. Honorable Lamin Cham is our campaign manager for NPP. Also is the aide to the president. Lamin Cham is a member of the scholarship committee. He is not here with us due to other engagement. Honorable Haji Baniko Sisoho is a member of the scholarship committee. He is not here today, but he is the head of fundraising in the National Executive Committee of the NPP. Then Honorable Sidin Jai is also Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, also the Deputy Spokesperson of the party, and also a member of the Scholarship Committee. He's busy and could not make it here with us. So these are the members of the Scholarship Committee that worked on this paper. They did the screening, did the shortlisting, and eventually selected the 50 most deserving Gambian young men and women to undergo training to move our country forward, to move the agenda of NPP forward, and to move the agenda of His Excellency President Adama Barrow forward. So on that note, I will hand the mic over to our party spokesperson, Honorable Queen Jame, to moderate the event. And I wish all of us a very successful event. And then I hope this will be the beginning of a success story for each and every one of you here present. Thank you so much. Honorable Jame.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Sabali, National Chairperson of the NPP. We thank you for the introduction. I want the public to make a choice regarding the medium that we can use. If everybody is comfortable that we continue this way, then we can. If it is your preference also that we go to the local languages, equally it would be the same. Okay, fine, thank you. I was thanking Honorable Sabali for introducing the purpose of the meeting. As he had rightly said, it is as a result of the awareness of the leadership of the NPP that the sustainable development of this country requires critically building on the human capital. Out of that awareness, His Excellency President Adama Barrow felt it necessary that this subcommittee to be formed and to be working on the broader manifesto of the NPP so as to achieve results in tackling the development of the human capital of the Gambia. The layout of the program is going to be in this way. Honorable Dr. Sabali will do the opening statement, the necessity, why the need to form a scholarship package. What are the reasons? What are the clear intentions of the NPP, and by extension, His Excellency the President? Then, next to that, there will be statement from Honorable Maimouna Sise, who is also an executive member of the NPP and specifically being secretary to the diaspora. Maimuna, being a female among us, and because NPP leadership is very sensitive to gender, evidently a gender ministry had been established by His Excellency. So whatever we are doing has to go with that awareness, the appreciation that gender counts. So Aja Maimuna would also give a statement. There will also be a short statement from the admin office. The admin secretary, Sirifo Sidi Sise, has assigned his deputy, Honorable Sekou Ba, to give this short statement from the admin office, touching on the processes that were involved, what had been done until we get to where we are. Then, next to him, we'll have the chairperson of the scholarship committee, Honorable Mas Aksigaye. He would be given the opportunity, it is their day, to discuss with the gathering what the committee had done, how they were able to arrive at decisions, because certainly when calls are made, many certainly would come. And it is not everybody who comes who would finally be selected. So the selection process, probably the chairperson of the committee will lead us into that discussion to explain to the Gambian people generally that President Adama Barrow's leadership is committed to building the human capital. And because there is no other area where we can invest more important than investing in youths who are the future of this country. So Honorable Mas Atsigai would lead us through in that discussion. Then there will also be opportunity for one of the beneficiaries to give the vote of thanks. It is commonly said that to whom much is given, much is expected. Out of the 2 million population, 50 people have been identified and awarded scholarships. There is a lot of expectation on you being given this important, scarce resource. So, what are your preparedness? How prepared are you to utilize the opportunity awarded to you for the benefit of the Gambia now and for posterity? Then there will be closing remarks when everything would have been completed. Honorable Dr. Demba Sabali will give the closing remarks, the hopes he might have collected from His Excellency the President, any messages that he might have brought from His Excellency to the awardees, the beneficiaries. Then finally, last but one, we go into the presentation of award letters. The 50 who have been lucky are given award letters. Members of the National Executive Committee will do the award presentation of these awards on the advice of the first Deputy Honorable Dr. Sabali. And finally, we go into the photo session to keep physical memory of the day, so that come any time in future, history can reflect on this day, the 24th of October 2024, as a ceremony held in honor of the NPP under the stewardship of His Excellency President Adama Barrow as a package to enhance the development of the youths of this country for the Gambia, our homeland. So these are the items, and I now take the opportunity to...
The statement, we could just go straight to my pronunciation.
Okay.
I combine them.
All right, so Honorable Dr. Sabali is suggesting that the two can be combined, which is going to save us time. The opening and the closing can be done together at the end of the thing. So I now have the pleasure to invite Honorable Maimuna Sise to give her statement in the empowerment program of youths.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chair and Honorable Minister and all my executive colleagues here present, and all the awardees with their family members, and the media, and the entire executive, and the national executive as a whole. On behalf of the President, His Excellency Adama Barrow, always make the Gambians to be proud. And today is another historical day of the political history in this country. NPP is a party of different, and we always acted in different way. Today's gathering is not just a mere gathering, but it's a historic, and Gambians will ever remember this initiative that comes from the just newly created political party in the political history of this country. NPP is institutional. We cannot just call it as a party, but we want to institutionalize it to make sure that even without President Barrow, this party is going to be a lasting party, and we want to see ourselves as the ANC of South Africa. It's not only the leadership, but it's about the commitments of the party militants. How do they portray their party? How do they want their party to be succeeded? How do they want to serve the interests of their own people? It all gears to what? The commitment, the nationalism, the patriotism. This is a human life of us. People might be judging us. This scholarship award is a politically motivated. Yes. And we'll be very proud to say it. Because if we are not a political party, we wouldn't be able to do this. So let's celebrate our party, and let's celebrate our achievements, and see that every tunnel there must be a light in it. And our lightning is to empower our people. Being a woman sitting in front of you here, as my colleague said here, Honorable Sabali, being a National Assembly member, we are few in Parliament, but our voices are heard on our little way, and we are contributing towards the social development of this country. And I'm seeing few awardees here whom happen to be a female, which I'm very proud. Women empowerment is a business of every individual. Nationally, globally, the world are ready to empower the women. With notwithstanding, Gambia is not exceptional to this journey, much more the NPP. I am very honored today to see a few of the female awardees here who will be benefiting from the National People's Party's, scholarship package, which is a historic. We are not doing it for free, and we don't expect you to be thinking of we are giving it for free. There's a political motive, and we want it. If we don't get it from you, we want it from your political background. Your families need to support the party for also continue rendering our support to other female representatives or other Gambians who deserve to be helped. Because by using this word, it's not our intention, but we know that our enemies will transcribe it another way around. But before they get there, let me help them to be there. I will meet them in the field. National People's Party Our interest is to see this country to go forward. And President Barrow is the deal. President Barrow is the ideal. Let's go for it. Let's embrace our own society. Let's embrace being a student. We have so many students here, both men and female. Please, we are advocating. Let's advocate for peace. So many of you youngsters are on the social media. Your utterances are not very favorable. Let's not to be a politician, but let's try to be a nationalist. Let's try to be a patriotic citizens. Let's not love the president, but let's love our own country. When you love your country, you will foresee the goodness of your country, and you will always try to advocate to see the peace and stability in your country. I thank you.
We have already heard from Honorable Ajam Maimuna Sisi. In a democratic society, words are very important ingredients. Let people continue to talk. And as President Barrow would say, we continue to do. The Greek philosopher Aristotle argued strongly that governments come into being to provide the bare needs of life, but they continue in being for the sake of a good life. So it is for the sake of the good life of the Gambian people that President Barrow and the NPP decided to bring this into motion. And thank you very much, Ajamai. I now call on Honorable Sekou Bah to give a short statement on behalf of the admin office. Honorable Bah.
Through the first Vice President, Dr. Demba Sabali, to all the members of the National Executive, the KM Regional Executive who are also present here, the elders of NPP who are also present here, the scholarship beneficiaries and their parents, the media, good morning to you all. I think today, as other speakers have alluded, it's a historical day today for NPP and some of the students or the students in this country, because we used to have government sponsoring or NGOs, but a political party taking the lead or the initiative to sponsor students. This is the first time. So I think we need a round of applause for NPP. Okay, I am here just this morning just to put the NPP before you, telling you NPP is institutionalized. It's not just a mere political party canvassing for votes and going into government. No, we are here to make sure each and every member of NPP to benefit from NPP and to see NPP, because we don't want, after our tenure in office, the party start to cripple. No, we want, after our office, the young ones takes over, after them also the other ones takes over, generations to come. So that's why the party was institutionalized through the leadership. With their foresights, they said this party must be institutionalized, just like, as Honorable Maimuna said, ANC of South Africa. In this institutionalization, we deem it fitting that the party must have a national executive, where you have the president, the party leader, the first vice president, the second vice president, downwards. All the other units are within the National People's Party National Executive. Especially, there are three cardinal points or areas which we think is very important and is taken care of. That is the diaspora, the youth, and the women. We think those one, we cannot put up a structure without underlining them and be given a consideration. So after the national executive, we have the regional executive. That is all the regions. We have regional executive, a very structured one. For that matter, if you put up an executive without an office, it means you are not giving them the opportunity to do their work. So that's why NPP, taking it upon itself with their party leader, we built offices in all the regions. We have structured offices in all the regions. Anywhere you go, we have offices. The last, which is on the pipeline, that is the national one. And I know it will be unveiled very soon. The other one is the constituencies. We have 53 constituencies in this country. Every constituency, we have a structured executive, which is working day in, day out, how to canvass vote for NPP. After the constituencies, we have the wards. We also have structured ward committees in NPP throughout the country, all the wards. After the wards, we have villages. All the villages, we have committees who are taking care of NPP. After doing that, NPP have a channel of communication or correspondence. Why I'm getting into that is to at least enlighten, especially the beneficiaries or the parents, because now we have at least a binding contract with them. That is, we are giving them scholarship, and now every now and then they need to get some updates, or they also have some concerns where they will go. So the administrative office is your point of call through the admin secretary, that is Sidi Sirif Sise or Sekuba, his deputy. We even have a permanent clerk who is stationed in the office here throughout the day, who will be there to receive your correspondence or your concerns and forward it to the office for discussion and way forward. In doing so, the office will open from 8:30 to 6:30 every day. At times we are here until even 8 o'clock. When we have too much of workload, we are here until 8 o'clock. But normally from 8:30 to 6:30, we are always here. And from Monday to Saturday, but at times Sundays finds us here. Because we have leadership. And when the leaders call you, we have this ABC to do, we have to come and answer and open the office, and we handle them. And any of the executive, whether you are a minister or whatever, at times even Sundays find them here. That means they have valued NPP. And all the national executive elected, anytime they are called upon, you can see most of them were called yesterday, you see the time they were here. So they respect NPP. We want anybody within NPP, whether the beneficiaries, the parents, for us to value NPP. NPP doesn't belong to me, neither doctor, neither you, or even the party leader said NPP doesn't belong to him. And he is telling everybody, you come to NPP today, tomorrow, or yesterday, you are all equal at NPP. So if you are here, if you are there yesterday, I am here today, somebody is coming tomorrow, at the end of the day, you are all equal to NPP. So for that note, Honorable Doctor, so thank you so much for giving me the floor. And my boss, that is Sidi Sirif Sise, for giving me the opportunity to speak on behalf of the admin. And we really thank the entire board from day one. It was not easy. We have more than even 100 applications which was here. But we have to do justice. People, we don't know even most of them, but we know their backgrounds. So that's why we deem it fitting that they are necessary to be supported. So thank you so much.
To the beneficiaries, that as an institution, there are clearly defined lines of communication, that human existence is not void of challenges. You are going to be awarded scholarship letters today. We are not foreseeing any challenges, but in the event that you have a challenge in matters of that scholarship, he has told you that the secretariat is always open. Even if the admin secretary and himself are not available, there is a permanent clerk who would be available to receive your complaints or concerns. So we thank you, Honorable Ba, for your commitment, and we thank every member of the committee who had done the good work that we are celebrating today. Let me take this opportunity now to call on the chairperson of the scholarship committee, Honorable Mas Atsigai.
Shaitan Rajim, Assalamu alaikum. Well, it's been very easy for me to say, as the chairman of this committee, because people has already said our deeds. So I will thank you, first of all, because as you said, this task was very difficult. We had over 150 or 60 applicants, or can you tell me, Secretary? We've managed to clear that line to have 50 in line. So in as much as this job was well done, I am taking this opportunity to thank all members of this committee, because we've worked hard to make this happen today. And we should respect the whole idea as spoken, detailed by other speakers. The President has been very generous and decided to take the bull by the horns and make sure that this scholarship goes on. And I remember the Secretary will always call me and say, look, we have to finish by tomorrow, after tomorrow, because President has to take chance of out of his, because schools are now opening. Of course, we should have done it earlier, but it was late to start. Nevertheless, it has happened, and we are going to fulfill that honor today. So I dearly welcome would-be students, both male and female, and their parents. I think, as said by our spokesperson, Honorable Queen Jame, the purpose of this scholarship is not merely calling you together. We are driving on something forward in the future, because you are dealing with education. And whatever you acquire from your institutions will carry it for life. And we will always remember who is the author. Of course, Barrow is the author. So please, I'm appealing to the parents. Watch over your kids. They've been lucky, they've been selected over 100 and something, as said by the Secretary. It's not easy. And as said by some of the letters we read, it was difficult for them to continue because of payments, etc. Somebody has taken it over. Directly, the President took it over and is going to pay for you. Make sure, endeavor to have results, because that's all we need from you. That will make you carry all the benefits. You'll be sitting, you will carry the benefits, because this is posterity for tomorrow. Because education, when acquired, is to your grave. So I am advising you people to keep up the momentum and go and do best on behalf of this party, because it's very noble, and on behalf of your parents, because that's all they require for you to do. And I hope you will do it, and I'll pray for you to do it and keep on helping this party whenever you grow, forever. Thank you very much.
For that elaborate explanation. I think from him, it is clear that those of you who are benefiting from this package should know that a lot of investment had been made into this. And it is in expectation of a better future that His Excellency President Barrow and NPP have decided to put this in you. You must therefore, from the word go, take your program of learning seriously and know that more are without it than those who have. So the few of you who have got it, try to make the best use of it so that you will worth the investment that has been made in you. Another important thing he said is that President Barrow wants you to have a permanent status in society. That is why these scholarships are given to you. You know, political statuses are very temporal. That is why a minister yesterday may not be a minister today. But if you want to have a permanent state, a permanent status in society, there is nothing else that can give you more than learning and education. He is Honorable Dr. Demba Sabali. May he live long, but up to the grave, he would remain doctor. Nobody can take that from him. Isn't it so? And this is a step in the right direction towards that. Before you can become doctor, you will have to do your first degree, your diplomas and first degrees and master's degrees. So if you are given the opportunity to go for your program now, take it seriously, and always remember that His Excellency President Adama Barrow and NPP do not want you to be anything less than what you should become after your program of learning. So please, don't play with the opportunity. Take it very seriously so that NPP and the President will not regret to say one day, if we had known, we would have given it to somebody else than him or her. Huh? Please don't allow that to happen. Thank you, Honorable Mas Aksigai, for your patience and commitment to duty. It is our understanding that the committee had been sitting many times. But alongside all the core responsibilities you have as a parent, you also accepted on the sides to be engaged on this so that we can get to a day like today. So through you, Honorable Mas, we thank every member of the committee for the commitment to duty. Next, we will invite one of your numbers to deliver the vote of thanks, to hear from among you somebody to say something about how you feel today, what your expectations are for the future, how ready and committed you are. Ramatulai Jata.
Every esteemed individual present here today. My name is Ramatulai Jata, a 300 level student from the University of the Gambia studying journalism and digital media. It's a great honor to stand before you all today, and as we gather here to celebrate a remarkable milestone for all of us receiving scholarships. I want to start by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the government for their generous support in providing these scholarships. Your commitment to empowering students is truly inspiring and makes a significant impact on our lives. Receiving this scholarship is not just an honor, it's a lifeline for many of us. We know not every student at our university is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. This financial support allows us to focus on our studies and pursue our dreams without the heavy burden of tuition fees on our parents. It empowers us to strive for excellence and to contribute positively to our communities and the Gambia as a whole. I encourage all of us here today to make the most of this opportunity. Let us remember that we have the power to be role models for the younger generation, showing them that with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. Together we can overcome the challenges we face and pave the way for a brighter future. Once again, thank you all.
As Doctor has promised, we thank Ramatulai Jata for the vote of thanks, and the necessary correction would be done by the relevant party authority in the gathering, in the closing ceremony, regarding the source of the scholarship. All right, now, having heard from you, I am sure all your colleagues have heard you She is urging everybody in the statement, those of you who are benefiting from the package, to take up the opportunity and make the best use of it so that you can brilliantly shine tomorrow in the development agenda of the Gambia for the good of the Gambian people and humanity at large. On this note, we are very close to the end of the program, and I take this opportunity to call on Honorable Dr. Demba Sabali, First Deputy National Chairman, to give his statement and to convey messages from His Excellency the President.
Chairman, and thank you to National Executive members, and thank you to the parents that are here. And I apologize, ni menuli alon ko te angale mola ngal hakedani. Sincerely, we thank His Excellency President Adama Barrow. It is his vision and wisdom that got us here today. This scholarship is entirely 100% funded from the pocket of His Excellency President Adama Barrow. Government scholarships are awarded at the PMO. These are NPP scholarships funded by President Barrow. So President Barrow, we thank you. And I thank this committee here. They've done an excellent job on behalf of the party. They were diligent, they were fair, they were thorough, and end up selecting 50. So thank you, Chairman, and your entire committee. But then I congratulate you, the 50 awardees, and your parents, because it's through their guidance that you've been raised well to be bright and to be ambitious. So we must thank the parents for molding you so well to get here. There are so many young people out there on the streets. They don't look like you, they're not ambitious as you are. And the real difference is your parents. So continue to respect and support those parents because they make a difference of like day and night in your lives. And that said, I must make this very, very clear. Everything that NPP does is political and is politics. These scholarships here are given to you so that you can be the next cream of this party. We will one day go. But we do not expect beneficiaries of these scholarships to be on the social media and not add value to the party. We expect you to stand firm and fight for the agenda of President Barrow and NPP. We expect you to join the NPP youth wing that is in this party. But importantly, we expect you to join the NPP students wing. There's a very strong students wing at the University of the Gambia, the American International University, and all other tertiary institutions. And since those ones are already in place, we expect you to work with them. And the gratitude goes to the Secretary General, party leader, and our candidate for 2026, President Adama Barrow. Yes, I've heard speakers before me mentioned parties like ANC and others. This is extremely delightful. This is our vision as the today leaders of the NPP. We want NPP to be here for hundreds and thousands of years to come. We want NPP to be here for prosperity. And we are not going to, look, most of us are above 50. So it means we only have a maximum of 25 years to even be active. Every Gambian that is over 75, you should thank God. So it is people like you and others that are going to take up this party. You cannot take up this party if you are not into politics. You must be political. We do not take people who are on the fence to say, I'm halfway. That is not acceptable in politics. Politics is either you are in or you are out. So you should be in, and in NPP. We've lost a parliamentary seat here in KMC for less than 40 votes. A parliamentary seat. That is just 3 households. Let me say this. The former government lost its entire rule by no more than 20,000 votes. Look, you have 50 awardees here. If each of you bring 500 votes, each of you, that's 25,000 votes, is capable of flipping a government. Only you are capable of flipping a government. 500 votes is just an average of 10 households in the Gambia. The average household in the Gambia is 8 to 10 people. The census just got conducted. How many of you among the 50 can guarantee me that you can talk to only 10 households in the entire country? Just bring 10 households to NPP. And together, you will be able to bring 25,000 votes. That is more than enough votes that Yahya Jammeh lost his government. He lost by less than 25,000 votes. So that means, just to say 50 of you seated here may sound very small to the ordinary man. But for us, with political lens, it is huge, with a real potential. So my advice is, follow NPP. Be in our toes. We have given you most of what we can give. And NPP has given you the best it can give. Yes, NPP has made me a minister. But at some point, I will not be a minister. Very soon. Because some will come, some will go. One of you will become agriculture minister in the near future. And I'll be happily at home and watch you and probably advise you. But those degrees and diplomas will be with you for the rest of your life. No government will take that from you. So that means you've got what is best from the government of President Barrow. That is education for the rest of your lives. So the continuity of this party and this government rests on your shoulders. And you cannot do that if you only focus on your education and think that the scholarship doesn't matter. Let me make this very, very clear. If NPP is not elected in 2026, the next government will not honor this scholarship. This is not a government scholarship. This is an NPP scholarship. If we are voted out, the next government will not fund your scholarships, and you will drop out of your university education. So it is in your interest, not even our own, to ensure that come January there is voter registration, supplementary voter registration. Not only do you ensure that you are registered, but ensure you individually clear your consent and register 500 individuals. Individually, each of you, if you are successful in getting 500 registered voters, follow them up even to election. You would have done the best for this party and for your own future too. So please, my advice to you, like it was mentioned earlier, let us be patriotic. Let us love Gambia. And you cannot love Gambia if you are not peaceful. And peace is in words and deeds. What we say sometimes matter more than what we even do. So let us speak in a most peaceful language possible. Let us not be carried by crowd psychology. Let us not be carried by our youth energy. Let us use our youth energy in the positive way. Let us be peaceful. And to be peaceful means to progress, because the most progressive countries in the world today, they are all peaceful. They have not been to war. Even if they are at war, they are not at war in their own land. They are at war in another land. The United States is progressive. They have not been any war since 1778, post their civil war. Yes, they may be at war in Iraq, in any other country, but they are not at war on their land. England is not at war on their land. They might have bombed Falkland Islands and many other places, but they're not at war on their land. Most countries that are extremely peaceful have extremely developed. We've all seen Dubai, they're peaceful. We've all seen Singapore, they're peaceful. We cannot achieve anything if we are not peaceful. And the only people responsible for maintaining peace in this country, yes, the primary person is His Excellency the President. But the most important group is the youth folks. It is you that they will motivate. I am a politician. If I tell you to go onto the street, please be rest assured my daughter is in the United States. It is you who is going to be hurt. It is you who is going to be killed. Those politicians, their sons and daughters will not be on the streets. They will be living in the houses of Fajara and Burusubi. And it is you who are from the corners who will be on the streets and confront the PIU. You get hurt and wounded and killed. And the politician will end up driving their flashy cars. Do not sacrifice your life and your limb to be on the streets and break the peace that Gambia is known for. our biggest resource, apart from our human resource, that is you and me and them, is our peaceful nature of this country. We travel a lot. And the first thing, when you introduce yourself as Gambia, they want you to smile because they say it's the smiling coast of this country. So let us maintain that image. That's our biggest resource. And finally, please, every year, President Adama Barrow goes on tour. Either meet the people tour or political tour. Resource yourself. We cannot give you anything more than we have given you. Follow the president. Be visible. Talk to your friends. Talk to your colleagues. Keeping President Barrow as our president in 2026 for us is a do or die. It's not negotiable. And NPP being in government is relevant for your future. Yes, it is relevant for our future. But look, we've already been ministers. Where else are we going to be? We've maxed it. Even if it stops here, we are just 20 out of 2.5 million people. We will thank God and move on and go back to what we were doing. It is you who want to be minister now. It is you who want to be a director general. For you to get there, we have to be a peaceful Gambia, and President Barrow must continue to be the president, and NPP must continue to be ruling. I do not intend to bore you with a very long speech, but I thought this is an opportunity that the party leadership has to face the young people of the Gambia. And this, with my assumption, is the young people of NPP. This is not a scholarship for the Gambia. It's a scholarship by NPP for NPP, for political reasons. Please, like I said, voter registration is coming up. Your data is with the admin secretary. We will follow your progress. We will follow your social media posting. And look, we want you also to be free. You are not giving this scholarship as if somebody is going to be on your throat. But we want you to help the party and help yourself and make your parents proud. Do well in school. As good as you may be in the politics, if you fail academically, we would have failed in our mission. Our primary mission is for you as an individual to succeed. That's our primary mission. Our secondary mission is for you to help us succeed politically. So these two missions are paramount for us. And since they are paramount, I urge all of you to be diligent, to be focused, and to understand that you are part of the bigger agenda. And that agenda is the agenda of President Barrow and NPP. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Sabali. We have heard him. There is no more need except to remind them, the beneficiaries, to take this message along so that the lot more people who were left behind can access it. The good of the NPP is your future good. It's the future good of your generations that are coming. For this to continue, help in building the capacity of the NPP, which can only be done through giving them support.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Rahmanir Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa hayyun qayyum. La ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm. Lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ardi. Man sa'ala yasfahu indahu illa bi iznihi ya'lamu ma bayna aydihim wa ma khalfahum wa la yuhituna min shay'in min ilmihi illa bima wasi'a kursiyyu samawati wal ardi wa la ya'uduhu hifdhuhuma wa huwa aliyyun azim. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin fatih lima uliya hati ma saban nasi haqqi bi haqq wa la hadi ila siratika mustaqim wa la ilaha hadari ma darasin. Subhana rabbika wa yasifun. Assalamu ala mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Barakallah.